thing now, they have a damage issue except for on a 120-second cooldown. You're talking about people they find on Aurora.
I would say if anybody is to inch out an advantage here, it's probably going to be Sumail off of. I think Kunkka does a little bit better than Tiny, especially when you hit level 3 and level 5 for the higher levels in Tidebringer. But also just Sumail his lane mechanics are exceptional.
Nope. Looks like he's going to drop, although gets the burrow strike off first, and that's first blood for Yamich.
Nice counterplay there.
Panto and Noob will actually survive. Mira drops on the other side, so Cinder and said it's going to be an easy one for Aurora, and they're off to
Panto will get
in
spotted.
the trees.
And
Ice Path onto both targets, though. This should be inevitable. As Kiyotaka takes out Yamich. Actually, Macropyre's going to go off along with the Global Silence, and looks like the Jakiro and company will have to exit. As one kill for NGX here. They're going to get a second in the form of Mira, so Sumail with a double. Now the Avalanche from Kiyotaka. This will be a big, big kill for Aurora if they're able to get it, and they should be able to in a 3 versus 1. So killing spree.
And if you're also not going to get the Tormentor here, if Aurora make a move, they will.
RP from Toronto, Tokyo into Nightfall's arm. Panto again takes the kill. We're going to be seeing a lot of supports just casually get a kill just by accident, but they'll take it either way. Avalanche onto Yamich. Gets tossed back. Ice Path is there as well. Boat coming in, only hits the one, but this is a really important target. The box saving the Tiny for the time being. Kiyotaka getting saved with the whip as well, and now you can see Nightfall just going ham on the back line. Gets one, and they have so much to work with. Rage forced out from Ghost. Looking for a potential infest target into Sumail. They'll get away, but Aurora getting pretty much everything they wanted.
3 kills and a Tormentor. 3-man move. The other 2 heroes are far, far away.
Oh, I think they heard an infest here. Nope, they're going to go for Noob on the Sand King. Feels like we've seen this a time or two this game. Oh, they gets to the high ground. The Sumail is waiting for them as well. Ghost Ship is coming. Noob, he's going to eventually tick out. Oh, did I say that? RP onto 2 in a very awkward spot in the corner. And that is going to lead to a double kill for Nightfall. And Sumail now surrounded by enemies. Gets off the Blade Mail, but it's just a matter of time. Attempts to TP, but they have plenty of ways to cancel that. Kiyotaka gets credit for another. So 3 for nothing. And Kiyotaka tossed back onto Sumail. Gets off the Shivas. Getting clipped by the Ice Path. Gets the Tidal Wave onto Tiny. And now the open wounds from Ghost are going to try to apply as much pressure to the Tiny as possible. But the Global Silence, and now the fight has changed places. Nightfall, nobody wants to deal with him because he has that Aegis. Toronto, Tokyo, the beautiful skewer with the Avatos to follow. Epicenter a little bit late, and now the BKBs come out. Panto, the lone casualty for Aurora as GH gets deleted. Noob currently infested, currently tossed, and soon to be currently dead. Nightfall gonna clean this up. RP just for the Lifestealer. Does not have Infest to work with, so this should very well be a team wipe. Trying to give it to Nightfall, but Kiyotaka takes it with the toss. 5 for 1, and guess what? Aegis still there.
Yeah, they have the glyph here to wipe out the wave. Oh, wow, okay. Our Aurora actually is going to fall back. No, it's just the Tiny going back. I'm a little bit surprised to send Tiny back to defend out of all heroes here because he does pose quite a bit of building threat. I suppose he doesn't have his shard.
Another smoke from NGX as Toronto, Tokyo. Ooh, actually had a good opportunity there, but they have the toss back onto 2 with the Avalanche. And now the fight's a bit segregated. Global Silence goes off as Ghost in a battle against Kiyotaka, just kiting, waiting out the Global Silence. Now the Avalanche comes in. Nightfall deletes Yamich. There's the skewer onto 2 with the RP to follow. Wheel of Wonder, why not? 3 dead for NGX. Noob, Epicenter is not even going to be cast. GG's called. Aurora dominating game number 1.
Yeah. I mean, that was... I'm not going to say this one was always going to be easy, because I don't think so necessarily, but I think this was...
As for the Leshrac, I think, I mean, it's
question mark here.
Yep. Yep, I would agree with that, Cinderin.
Nope. Could get slept here.
He will get slept
here.
He will be slept-walked.
Could get shackled here.
He is dead.
They skilled Ethershock. They don't need shackle.
Panto will take it. On the other side, Sumail gets the kill on Kiyotaka.
The next level play here would be Toronto, Tokyo buying Helm of the Dominator. Then I'm on board.
Kiyotaka spending most of his mana to catch up to GH. Will get the kill as Noob comes in with the help of Yamich, but the Stampede Try to get away, but the focus fire looks to be too much. And that's going to be a 1-for-1, but the Fiend's Grip from the other side. And that is a dead Doom. Still, I think, has yet to use his ultimate this game.
Yep.
2-for-1 advantage Aurora, Sumail and Ghost on the high ground.
I just realized GH is level 5.
Yeah, that's true. 15 minutes in. Panto, he's going to take the brunt of the damage here. That's going to be a quick kill for NGX, but the zip in from Kiyotaka onto Sumail, but the shackle onto 2. That is a dead Storm Spear. Kiyotaka taken out as Yamich. They're going to try to go onto Toronto Tokyo. He's got that Blade Mail and Vanguard, so very tanky indeed. Looks like they might be able to finish him off. And on the other side, Sumail versus Nightfall, they're both going to exit. And that power shot finishes off Toronto Tokyo. And now the Rasta in peril, but Mira on the cover of the tier 2 will survive. Yamich has to go to the west here. He's going to find a shackle.
Life is peaceful there.
And this will be a cleanup for Aurora, but they lost a lot here.
Wow. All right. Game of seconds sometimes. Well, that's
Mira
going to be an opening
initiation
somewhere
onto
else.
GH. Yamich is here, though. Going to get shackled for the time being, but they want Sumail. Gets slept into the hoof stomp with the Gorgon's Grasp from Nightfall. Pops the Bloodstone for Sumail, healing up a decent amount. This is going to be close. Looks like he will fall to the Stampede, and now another full duration shackle for Mira. This time onto Noob. Pops the Essence Ring, but I'm not sure if they want to focus him because the Morphling is the one nightmared. Will get out of it, though, into the waveform. They're going to focus down the Doom to start things out with a beautiful shackle onto 2 from Yamich. Only biding a little bit of time. It's just too tanky on this Centaur. Can barely put a dent in them. Mira even lives. 0 casualties for Aurora.
Valiant effort there from Ghost showing.
For one
Stampede
initiation. They're going to take out the Windrunner to start. There's the Nullifier being put to good use from Kiyotaka.
Oh, he's chasing for
nice split Earth. Beautifully done. They had the follow-up stuns as well, and another death for Kiyotaka. Boots of Travel wasn't enough for... I'm going to have to... I can't help myself every time he dies.
Easy money. Oh, Sumail's on the hunt here. He's got a haste rune.
Very fast. Atos to open things up. Gale Force as well. Mira is super. That a nice shackle.
How did that latch do so? What?
Completely ignores every tree and goes for the Snake Lady instead. But you see the Fiend's Grip onto Sumail. Noob on his way to try to clean up the Bane. They'll do so successfully, and Sumail will walk away. So 2 dead for Aurora, and there's the Doom. But see the Stampede getting a little bit of space, but the Atos going to hold him in place with the Split Earth to follow. Kiyotaka using that Nullifier to take out the Windrunner, but the Toronto Tokyo is already super low. Double kill for Sumail. They're going to get the Medusa on top of all that. That's 80 seconds of no Nightfall. Kiyotaka, your Boots of Travel are enough to get away just this once. 4 dead.
Shout out to Boots of Travel.
And now NGX in the base of Aurora. And Morphling can push really fast. Has to be a bit careful, though, with the HP department. At the moment, they're playing a little bit safe. Kiyotaka can keep going for the
4-minute Aegis and a banner. Okay, now we can actually reference that game for real, though, the Liquid game, where Nigma Galaxy were hesitant to go high ground. Have they learned from that game?
Gonna have to hold that thought. Sumail is the one taking most of the initiation damage. It's Toronto Tokyo as well, but the focus fire is enough to take out Panther to start things out. Sumail staying alive, but not long enough.
He's doomed on Storm.
Doom on Storm, has the Boots of Travel to try to get away. Not gonna use the TP, though.
You can't help
And
yourself.
Nightfall trying to right-click this Morphling inside of the Serpent Ward, but this is an Aegis carrier. And they might use life number 1, but this is going to cost Aurora heavily. A nice, beautiful shackle onto 2. GH with the Echo Stomp to follow, which is extremely good against Medusas. Ghost will clean them up very easily, and they're just going to town in Aurora's base. That's a buyback onto the Rasta. They have 1 on the Centaur as well, but your buildings shall fall.
It's actually game over if they go for the throne.
Yeah, they're going to try it. The Hex is there for Mira. And again, they do have the Centaur buyback, so they could go for this 3 versus 4 since Sumail did drop, but the tier 4s are falling so fast. Noob goes in with the Blink Dagger, but Toronto Tokyo is there to try to save the day. Unfortunately for them, they have lost Mira. Now the Echo Stomp to slow things out as the buildings continuing to fall. Ancient exposed for Ghost. He's just objective-based gaming. And Toronto Tokyo, 1 more sleep for the road. And I think I can confidently say Boots of Travel, Nullifier Storm, 0% win rate in Pro Dota.